Hey everybody, welcome back to Pure Joy Papercrafts. I have a haul video for you today. This is the second one in my stream of haul videos. I think I've got like 3 or 4 more, so hang in there. It's been a while. Like I said in my last video, I took an unintentional break, but we're gonna go ahead and get going, and I'll show you what I picked up. I picked up some seasonal pads from Michaels, so we'll go ahead and do a flip through of these. Alright, so Michaels was having a while ago, actually. Like I said, it's been a couple months since I've made a bunch of videos, but they were doing a little bit of a sale, and so I just decided to pull the trigger on it, because most of these, as you guys know, they're usually like $9.99 or $14.99. Like you can see, this one is $14.99. And I actually was able to pick this one up for about $6. So I ran the sale. I also get a teacher's discount, which if you're a teacher, make sure that you sign up with that so that you can get that, because you get the discount on your purchase no matter what, especially if you have it on their app and you're digitally like signed in all the time, or you just have them scan your rewards card. It will automatically give you, I think it's like a 15% discount. So I always get a discount on these, even if it's not like for my job. I just get the discount anyways as an appreciation from Michaels. So this first pad I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to show you, and one of them will be super quick. But this one is a Happy Halloween, so it's a seasonal pad from Recollections. Originally $14.99. I paid about $6 for it. My invoice is showing $6.12 is what I paid. And this one has 24 sheets. Usually these, or their hot buys or whatever, have 48. I'm kind of glad that this has 24 in it, just because I could never seem to actually finish a paper pad. So let's go ahead and flip this open. And we'll do this kind of crooked. I believe these should be one-sided. So here we've got candy corn. So we get 2 of each. So if that's 24, we'll get 12 designs. And yes, they're one-sided, so candy corn with some foiling. This full-size page says Happy Halloween. And I just like this one. If you've watched some of my other videos, I don't do the scary and the in-depth stuff. Like, I like the cute part of Halloween. I don't do the terrifying thing. Here we've got some 6x6 cut-aparts with foil, so that's nice to see that we've got some of those in there. We don't always get those with these. Some pumpkins. Here we've got those strips, so these would be good for a smaller project or some of your spines. Like, look at those little ghosties, and like, she's got little eyelashes. Love it. And then you could definitely like use these as cut-aparts. You could just cut them in between and you'd be good to go. Ooh, this one is bright, so we have a very foiled page with some bats on it. Here it's a Miss Mosh page. I don't always understand these pages. Like, are you supposed to use them as cut-aparts? Or are you supposed to use them as a pattern page? I'm not quite sure. Here's a full-on ghost page, and it's not quite orange. It's kind of like reddish orange. It's not the same orange we've been seeing. Here's a nice polka dot page with some foil to help break some of that up. So at least you get some nice like plain patterns in here. Some grids. And then here we go with another full-size page, and that should be, oh, we got one more pattern page to break it all up here. So that's that one, which is called Happy Halloween. So I like that that's a super succinct, well put together kind of pad that you could just like knock out a handful of projects with it and be done. Like, as much as we all love to hoard paper, I also like to get rid of it. Like, I like to finish something off. Oh my goodness, my room is falling apart. Don't mind what's happening right now. So that was Happy Halloween. This is going to be that fast one. So I did this order online actually, and the more I'm crafting and really doing things, the more I realized how much I need plain cardstock, especially when you mat as much as some of us do. So this one was suggested to match some of the colors of these other paper pads, so I just picked it up. This one I believe is originally $20, and I was able to get it for $13. And it's just some textured paper, and it's neutrals. So just to help kind of break up and go with some of these paper pads I'm about to show you. So I picked that up. Like I said, super fast on that one. This one's called Heirloom Harvest. And I believe this should also be single-sided as well, but we'll find out. So 16 designs, 3 sheets each. So like normal, we have 48 here. So this one's going to be a little bit to get this one done. But I love the blue and the gold in this. It's definitely like Thanksgiving-ish to me, and I have a lot of like November paper is what I like to call it, because it's not quite fall pumpkin-ish, but it's definitely more like giving thanks, which is what we do, you know, in November. So here we've got some birds. I don't love birds. Birds are not my best friends, but they'll get used. I have a very similar paper pad to this from a couple years ago from Michael's, so I can mix those together pretty well, which is a plus sometimes. So there we've got another foiled sheet. Got some leaves. Like I said, these are single-sided. I like that they broke them up with some neutrals in here, so every other pattern it looks like I'm seeing like a neutral, and you can kind of see it's almost like marbled. Like it doesn't have texture to it, but this is not just a plain colored page. Here we've got the navy blue and the gold. Here we've got feathers with gold. And there's another one of those colored pages to help break it up. Some more leaves. Stripes. Deep navy blue. Some pumpkins. I'm like really loving the blue pumpkins this year. Like not just your traditional oranges and yellows, but we got the blues in there. Got a brown page. Looks like we got another white leaves and foil. And that's the last one. So this paper pad was called Harvest, or Heirloom Harvest by Recollections, and it says limited time only, so you know it's not gonna be sticking around. So this is a seasonal one, and I got this one. There's no price on this one. Usually they're on here, but I would bet you that they're usually like $9.99 or $14.99 for these, and I was able to get this for about $7. So definitely worth it. Here we've got another one called Cottage Flowers. So again, this one's very fall. Sorry, I'm picking up my mess as I'm talking to you at the same time. So if you hear my ums, it's because I'm trying to multitask, which was a bad plan because now I'm way too focused on multitasking. So Cottage Flowers, this one again has the same kind of color palette to it, but we've got some sunflowers in it. So this one is unlike the last one. This is just a plain blue page. You don't have a kind of pattern running through it. Here we've got some like gingham. Who knows the difference between plaids, checks, and gingham? I would love to be educated on that. Some leaves. Again, we get 3 of each design in this one. Here's that plain neutral. Gold foil. This reminds me of like a kitchen tile from the 60s or 70s, you know, or a backsplash. I only say that because my kitchen counters have like a weird pattern in them. And those of you that know what I'm talking about definitely know what I'm talking about, because it was all the rage at one point. It's definitely not in style anymore, but and here we go. Here's a green one. Here we have some flowers with some gold foil centers. Cut aparts, which I love. Make it so much easier when you've got cut aparts. Solid. Love this page. We've got the sunflowers and the pumpkins, gold foil. I think these are daisies, which I find kind of funny for fall. Are daisies a fall thing? I usually think mums are a fall thing, but we'll roll with it. Solid. I'm not mad about the solids. I did buy the solids, but I'm really excited that there's some in here. Stripes. More sunflowers. And you could definitely mix this one with the other one. There's definitely more blues in the other one, but some of those birds and things would go really well with this one. So that's the last page. Again, this one's called Cottage Flowers. You get 16 designs, 3 sheets of each. I only showed you the designs, but there were 3 of every page. And then the last one I've got here is called Fall Orchard. So get ready for all the apples. See, this I feel like is more September because it has the oranges in it and not as many like blues. I feel like when we get to the blues and the browns, we're thinking November. So this one is very like September fall to me. So here we've got apples. Again, we should have 3 of every sheet, 16 designs, 48 pages. There's our little infamous truck. And yes, it does have some green and blues in there, but the apples, at least to me, make it September, not November. We've got solids to break it up, plaid, some leaves. See, these leaves are more green, which means they're not quite into harvest season. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Solids, 6x6 cut aparts. These are a little big for what I usually like, but you could definitely trim some of these down a little bit, or just make a 6x6 project. I think those are apples, pumpkins, non-descriptive, so you can just do whatever you want with them. But there's a foil page. Here we've got more foils with the apples. Solid. Pie page. Gotta love the pie page. Solid. Apples. Super excited. We're gonna go to the orchard next weekend. Plain page, foiled, plaid, really, white, off-white. Why would I pay money for off-white? Especially when the back is white. Please tell me if anybody sees the difference between these two. I'm having a really hard time. It's almost like a pinky white. That's frustrating. Oh well, it is what it is. So this one was called Fall Orchard. So again, these were from Michael's. These ones I paid about $7 a piece, and they're originally, like I said, around $9. They're usually like $12.99, $14.99, or $19.99. There was no sticker on here, and all I can see on my invoice, since I did an online order, is actually what I paid for them. So the Fall Orchard, Cottage Flowers, and I don't even know, they may have their Christmas out now by this point, and you may be out of luck. Heirloom Harvest. So these ones may still be there. This one I'm sure is probably there because it's just their plain cardstock, but depending on the season, you never know. And then this Happy Halloween, which we're in October, so it may be a pretty close call if you get lucky enough to find this, but if I can find them, I will link them for you. Otherwise, go to your store, see if you can find them. But I appreciate you tuning in. Please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and I will respond to your comments. I appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching my videos. Like I said in the last video, hoping to kind of get moving and going here. So I will see you in the next crafty video.